Good morning. This is Kim Danke coming to you live from the Shibboleth Studios in Kennesaw, Georgia. It is about an hour earlier than normal that I come on because I have to be somewhere at 8 o'clock this morning. Normally I just start working at 8 o'clock, but this morning my work is going to be somewhere at 8 o'clock. So I am on here early. But today is the January 28th broadcast of the Shibby Show. Good morning, Colleen. Thank you for being up early this morning with me. Currently, you can find me here Monday through Friday, always before 8 a.m. Good morning, Jessica. Saturday would be a bonus, and I probably will not come in on Sunday because I watch the little kids at church and I just want to get off and get to seeing them. But this is an interactive broadcast. So what that means is talk to me, hearts, likes, watch parties, all those fun little things that you can do with this broadcast. This is an interactive broadcast. So if you come on, please say good morning and tell me where you're from. And I'm starting to learn where you guys are from, but some new people may come on here that don't know where you're from, and you may make a special connection. We did connect, hopefully, 2 people from Tampa, from the Tampa area last week. I saw that happening in the comments last week. So that was very, very exciting. 2 people looking to talk about Shibboleth in near the Tampa area. So please tell me where you're from because it helps everybody out. I'm so glad you're here, whether you have turned in on purpose or if you have found me by accident. I'm so glad that you are here, but there is no accident that you are here. You are meant to hear this word today. But if you are coming on for the very, very first time ever, please type in a 1. If this is your first time to watch the Shibby Show, I would like to welcome you to the Shibby Show. And those of you that are hopping on, please either share it or do a watch party, please. If you are watching on replay, please type in hashtag Shibboleth for his glory. Shibboleth for his glory. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. I do love to see those go across the screen. If you are playing this year's Game of Life with me, the 2020 edition of the Game of Life, we are on day 28. Day 28 of the Game of Life in our 366-day game this year because it is leap year. And so I hope that you guys are winning the Game of Life right now. But the real big assessment is, are we winning it when it comes to be December 31st of 2020? So right now, we're just getting the game started. So we've got to just do everything that we can to be winning by the time we get to the end of the year. As you know, we break down our game into months and then into weeks and into days. So today, if you're a Shibboleth member, please let me know if you are having a perfect day or a holiday. I'm hoping you're having a perfect day. And if you are not, I hope the holiday is for a very good reason, not just a random reason. So please let me know if you are having a holiday. And I'm going to say good morning to some folks real quick. Good morning, Benita, and good morning, Jessica and Jerry. And we've got Jerry and Colleen from Michigan. Good morning, Paula and Benita. Oh, we got a lot of Michigan people. I love it. Good morning, Jimmy from Douglasville. Brenda is having a perfect day. Colleen is saying hello to Benita. Carolyn, good morning, is having a perfect day. Good morning, Jessica. Uh-oh, just having a little bit of trouble this morning with staying on the broadcast. Internet can be fickle. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, Barbie. Oh, Barbie's doing a perfect day with a wow challenge. That's awesome. And Jimmy's doing a perfect day. Jessica's having a perfect day. She is intermittent fasting as well. And Amanda is from Michigan. Wow, we got a lot of Georgia people and Michigan people. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Well, if you haven't made a plan yet about your day, whether or not it's going to be perfect or a holiday, it is early enough in the day for you to say, I'm having a perfect day, and then stick with that no matter what. You have to exercise a muscle. What happens? Y'all type in for me. What happens to a muscle that does not get used? What happens to a muscle that does not get used. Oh, good morning, Pam. Pam's having a perfect day. Awesome, Marissa. Well, welcome back and congrats on that 3.4 pounds lost and having another perfect day. That is awesome. What happens to a muscle that doesn't get used? Yeah, Benita said it right there. It becomes weak, okay? I'm going to tell you, you all have a muscle in you. It is the self-discipline muscle. But a lot of us haven't been utilizing that self-discipline muscle. That self-discipline muscle, just like a regular muscle, can become weak over time if we are not utilizing the self-discipline muscle. So I highly encourage you to make that muscle strong today and just make it stronger each and every single day. I had to pull out that self-discipline muscle yesterday, and I have had a couple of holidays in a row. Remember the ones I had planned? Well, sometimes you come back from that holiday and you think, oh, because I have 12 holidays to use because I'm in maintenance. Normally I talk about 6, but I actually have 12 to use because I'm in maintenance. And I think, oh, I can use that holiday. And I walked by this luncheon table twice yesterday. I walked by the luncheon table because it was Copeland's Louisiana Grill, and it was really good. And I walked by and I looked, and I walked by and looked. But I decided to eat the oatmeal protein pie that was in my purse, and I don't feel like I missed out. I don't feel like I missed out because it would have been just a little bit of pleasure for the whole rest of the day being disappointed. It would have been. So I just decided to have my oatmeal protein pie, and I was so happy that I decided to do that, but I had to exercise my self-discipline muscle. And a lot of times when you come back off of a couple of days of holidays, it might be a little bit harder to exercise that muscle, but we have to choose to exercise the muscle. We have to choose to exercise the muscle. So in the mornings, when you guys get ready, do you put on deodorant? Y'all give me some hearts if you put on deodorant when you get ready in the mornings. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Brenda. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you. Yes, y'all give me some hearts. You're right. That oatmeal protein pie, Jessica, is delicious. So give me some hearts if you guys put on deodorant in the mornings when you wake up. All right. So you put on your deodorant. Were you excited about putting on your deodorant, or did you just go in there and do it? Yeah, Jason, I can understand that. Making lunch for kids, and it is hard to exercise that muscle, but we have to choose to do it. Okay, so I saw some hearts going up that you guys wear deodorant. Okay, well, do you brush your teeth? Do you guys brush your teeth? Y'all tell me. Colleen's getting to it. Colleen's getting to it. She's already typed in the comments, just do it. But give me some hearts if you brush your teeth in the mornings. Because do you have to be super excited to put your deodorant on? Do you have to be super excited to go in there and brush your teeth? You don't. You just have to go in there and do it. And so waking up in the mornings, you don't have to be super excited about, I'm going to have a perfect day. Woo, I'm going to have a perfect day. No, you don't. You just need to go and you just do it. I'm hoping that you're excited about it. I'm excited about it. But I hear people say sometimes, I just can't get that same excitement back that I had when I first started it. You don't have to be excited. You just have to do it. Okay, so don't worry about being excited. Just go through the motions to do what you need to do. You go through the motions of putting on your deodorant every day. You go through the motions of brushing your teeth every day. You go to your kitchen every day. You make yourself a breakfast. There's no reason not to make a Shibboleth approved breakfast because there's so many good choices. So many good choices. Y'all give me some hearts if you like the choices of a Shibboleth approved breakfast, because I do. I love a Shibboleth approved breakfast because guess what? It's the same breakfast I was eating before. I just switched around a couple of products. I bought the right bread. I bought the right cheese. and I didn't put on too much butter as before. So it's the same thing. And I'm excited about doing it, but I just want to let you know that if you don't have that excitement right now, don't worry about it. You don't have to have the excitement. You just go and you just do it. All right. Well, today I've got a meeting this morning at 8 and then another one at 11. And I've had 8 holidays this month, and I'm not planning on having any more. So I will use 4 less than my available amount. But the holidays that I had last week did put on a few extra pounds, and I don't want those on there. Now, I know that that's not necessarily fat gain. A lot of that is water, glycogen, sodium, insulin, and that will all dissipate over a couple of days. That's why it takes 2 perfect days to get back into EFB. And so I'm on my 2nd perfect day after coming back from a holiday, and I won't have any holidays for the rest of this month. And so I hope you guys are really using this management system that we have and saying to yourself, I've already had my 6 holidays. I'm going to be perfect for the rest of the month, because it is a system of checks and balances that keeps us getting where we want to go. And then once we get there, remaining where we want to be. But today, the title of today's broadcast is You Are an Encouragement to Others. You are an encouragement to others. So if you guys don't mind typing in this verse for me, 1 Thessalonians 5:11. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. I like that Benita is excited. And Colleen agreed with me about just getting it done. That's right. I love y'all's attitude. That is wonderful. Looks like Benita brushes her teeth 2 to 3 times a day. Jason says you got to smell and look good. I like that. Yay, Stephen! Stephen, that's awesome. And good morning. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning. Trina got started on Shibboleth, which is awesome. Trina's her aunt. Nicole lives in Maine. Her aunt lives in one of the Carolinas, and she got started. So thank you, Nicole, for typing in the verse for me. Thank you. You guys type that in for me. 1 Thessalonians 5:11. And so I'm going to read that. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. And you know, we've talked about being a community, the Shibboleth community, and we do build each other up. I mean, I love the post on the silver page, because somebody might be having a hard time and they get such encouragement, or somebody has some awesome non-scale victories or some successes and they've gotten 300-400 likes and all kinds of comments. It's very, very helpful. So we are an encouragement to others. So I'm going to go ahead and read our devotion today. Encouraging people can be such a blast to be around. They give you hope when you're feeling blue. They offer a pat on the back when you need encouragement, and they show up at just the right time when you need a shoulder to cry on. Callie, a young wife and mother, was a terrific encourager to her friends. Everyone knew just who to call when they needed a kind word or compassionate hug. She was happy to oblige. She garnered the nickname Cheerful Callie because of her positive spirit, or her positive spin on life, and the never-ending smile on her face. Then things began to fall apart for Callie. Her husband lost his job. Her children began to struggle in school. She tried to remain encouraging to others, but found it difficult. And who could she turn to? Everyone came to her, not the other way around. She had to be strong for them. So Callie tried to pretend everything was fine. She put on a happy, albeit forced, smile, stiffened her backbone, and kept focused on others, never confessing her need to her friends and family members. For a while, things went okay. She said the usual encouraging things to others, but secretly wished someone would give her a pat on the back. She quoted scripture to friends, but wondered if those same words would ever penetrate her heart again. Eventually, a good friend picked up on the real Callie, the one she wasn't showing to others. With that friend's help, Callie found comfort and healing, though it took a while to open up and truly share her heart. After all, sharing the icky stuff to her way of thinking, might ruin her too good to be true testimony. Don't you see? Encouragement works both ways. We are called to be an encouragement, yes, but we're also called to receive encouragement when the situation calls for it. So sure, be a cheerful Callie, but when things around you are crumbling, don't put on your game face. Don't pretend that everything is perfect when it's not. People want to see the real you so that they can give you the encouragement that you need when you need it. Let's face it, our testimony isn't ruined when we get gut honest about things. In fact, it's strengthened because people see us as a real person who has struggles, a person who overcomes with the Lord's help. Become real. Those two words are more than just a passing phrase. Become real. In doing so, you will become the greatest encouragement of all. Of all. So don't y'all like that? That you are an encouragement to others, but there are times when you need to be encouraged as well. But people are not going to know that you need to be encouraged as well if you aren't being real, if you're not being real. Now, there's a big difference in always being negative or having a negative mindset as a regular event, but because we want to try to be positive and see the glass half full, and you want to try to encourage other people. But when you are having a hard time, you need to make sure that you let people know so they can give you the encouragement, because you don't want to get down so far and so deep that it's hard to get back out of it. This is just like having holidays with Shibboleth. You don't want to have so many holidays that you're having a hard time exercising that self-discipline muscle and coming back from it. Because if you stay off the plan longer than you stay on the plan, you aren't going to have the successes that you want. And our plan is perfect for enjoying the foods that we might have enjoyed previously on a holiday, but then coming right back to just as awesome, delicious foods on a perfect day. I'm actually trying to not eat this morning until after 9 o'clock, and that would be a 16-hour fast, and my stomach is currently growling. But I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to have a couple of water bottles because it'll fill me up and I will be satisfied, and then I will go ahead and get through the next 2 hours, and I will be thankful that I have exercised that self-discipline muscle, because it's good for your body to have a break from digesting. Let's see. Thank you guys for, good morning, Brenda. I don't think I've said good morning to you yet. Thank you guys for typing in the verse, 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Yes, Nicole, it's going to be really exciting for y'all to do this together, because this is, like we always talk about, it's a lifestyle. One of the things I said in class last night was this. Up in Cartersville, I said, how many of you love to put a check next to a project that you have finished? You've put a check next to a project. You're project oriented and you want to put a check because I'm done with that project. And then you'll find the next project and you'll put a check next to that project. Well, guess what? I'm kind of goal oriented in that way, and I like to do those checks when I'm finished. Well, in my before Shibboleth life, if I got to like 150, which used to be my goal weight, if I got there, it was like, check, phew, yeah, I made it there. But then I didn't continue to do the things that I did to make it be successful. You have to continue to do the things that got you the success that you had. So I would do a check. Well, I've had to change my mindset. And because Shibboleth is a lifestyle, there is never going to be a check, I am finished with this lifestyle. Now, there may be a check, yes, you get to your goal weight, but there isn't a check that, yes, I have accomplished the whole thing. There'll never be one. Even I will go to the grave not with a check, because this is something I've got to live for the rest of my life, and I choose to, and I want to, and I'm happy to do it. But it's not a project that has an end date, except for when you go to heaven. So you want to change that mindset if you have it. I had to change that mindset. There is no check, I'm finished. You can do that with your goal weight, but then you have to do a different mindset. I am now maintaining. Good morning, Polly. That's funny. Good morning.
Yes, I do love this community too, and I'm so thankful that I am able to come on here in the mornings and talk with you guys and develop, even though it's across the technology, develop personal relationships. That's right, Jason. I'm going to drink some water. You better believe it. And I'm going to embrace the growl. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. Salem, Indiana. Good morning, Tom. Good morning. Yeah, it sounds like Nicole is a project-driven person too, wants to put a check at the end of it. But you can put that check when you get there to your goal weight, but you've got to go into maintenance and you've got to live the shibboleth shield every day. You can have your holidays, but on those perfect days, they need to be truly perfect. They can't turn into okay days. And this is just something that we need to do daily. Good morning. Ooh, I like Polly's idea. Polly said it's a great idea to check off a perfect day. I love that. And you know what? We can see those goals in our weekly timing chart. So I saw a green check for yesterday. I'll see a green check today. And then my green check basically for tomorrow is even a better one. It'll be an orange flame. Thank you, Polly, for giving us that different thought on that mindset. Very good. I love it. I love it. Uh, yes, Jimmy says life is too short to stress and worry about things. God is in control of your life. If you're a child of God, if it's not easy to do something, just ask and believe in your heart. God bless. Thank you, Jimmy, for that encouragement this morning. And thank you, Jessica. Thank you. I am glad you enjoy this morning show and that it starts your day off positively. And guess what? It starts my day off positively too. Good morning, Nancy. Nancy is my helper up at the store. She's a great helper and I love her. She's also very crafty. Well, you guys, I am going to hop off here, but you feel free to give me some hearts and loves and everybody say bye to each other as they are going off. And y'all have a perfect day. If you are struggling having a perfect day, whatever you do, click the chat button on the website, reach out to a mentor, do whatever you have to do to remain in a perfect day. Because after you get one under your belt, you can get the next one. I love all the hearts and likes and emojis flying up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. If you need me to come up there to your area, let me know. I'll plan it. Good morning, Jane. If you're watching on replay, type in hashtag Shibboleth for his glory. And feel free to host a watch party. Thank you.